What happens when you finally achieve your dream and realize it no longer makes you happy? In a world constantly attacked by monsters, heroes became celebrities. Power determined status. Cities were destroyed regularly. Gigantic creatures appeared without warning. And every day, people waited for someone strong enough to save them. Some heroes fought for money. Others chased fame. Some genuinely wanted to protect people. But among all of them, one man existed completely outside the system. Saitama. Bald. Ordinary-looking. Living alone in a tiny apartment. At first glance, he looked forgettable. But hidden beneath that empty expression was something terrifying. Saitama was impossibly strong. Not talented, not gifted. Simply overwhelming. No matter the enemy. No matter the threat. Every battle ended the same way. One punch. Monsters capable of destroying cities vanished instantly. Ancient horrors, alien conquerors, mutated abominations, all defeated effortlessly. And strangely, that became the problem. Because after reaching absolute strength, Saitama stopped feeling anything. Battles no longer excited him. Victory felt empty. The dream he once chased with passion slowly became meaningless. Before becoming a hero, Saitama was just an unemployed man drifting through life, directionless, disconnected. Then one day, he encountered a monster attacking a child, and despite being terrified, he fought anyway. That moment reignited something inside him, a childhood dream, to become a hero. Not for fame, not for money, because being a hero sounded fun. So Saitama trained, every single day. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, a 10-kilometer run, no air conditioning, no excuses. Until eventually, his hair fell out, and somehow, he broke through every limit. The result should have felt incredible. Instead, it left him emotionally numb. Season 1 constantly balanced absurd comedy with something unexpectedly depressing. Because Saitama didn't struggle to win, he struggled to care. Every enemy promising destruction, every dramatic battle speech, every world-ending threat collapsed instantly the moment Saitama became serious. And after a while, the victories themselves stopped mattering. No suspense, no challenge, just emptiness. Then one day, Saitama met Genos, a young cyborg consumed by revenge. Elegant, intense, overwhelmingly destructive. Genos spent his life chasing power after a mysterious cyborg destroyed his hometown. Unlike Saitama, Genos admired strength completely, and after witnessing Saitama destroy a monster effortlessly, he immediately begged to become his disciple. That relationship became one of the strangest parts of the story. Because while Genos viewed Saitama like an unstoppable master, Saitama himself barely understood why. Still, for perhaps the first time in years, he wasn't completely alone anymore. Eventually, Genos convinced Saitama to officially join the Hero Association, a massive organization ranking heroes based on popularity and achievements. And suddenly, the strongest man alive entered the system at the very bottom. That was where One Punch Man became unexpectedly cynical. Because hero society itself was flawed. Some heroes cared more about status than saving lives. Public opinion mattered more than truth. Recognition became more important than sacrifice. Meanwhile, Saitama, someone capable of saving entire cities instantly, remained unnoticed because he lacked reputation. The world only valued visible success, not quiet heroism. Again and again, Saitama saved people while others received the credit. And strangely, he rarely cared, not because he was noble, because attention itself felt meaningless. Still, beneath the comedy, Saitama quietly longed for something. Connection, excitement, a reason to feel alive again. Season 1 introduced countless heroes and monsters, each one reflecting different parts of hero society. Moomin Rider, weak, ordinary, yet willing to risk his life despite knowing he couldn't win. In many ways, he embodied heroism more honestly than most powerful heroes. Then there was Speed of Sound Sonic, a deadly ninja obsessed with surpassing Saitama, terrifyingly fast, yet constantly humiliated by the impossible gap between them. And above everyone else, the looming threat of larger disasters continued growing. The House of Evolution, sea monsters, alien invasions. Every arc escalated dramatically, yet no matter how terrifying things became, Saitama's expression barely changed. That contrast became both hilarious and strangely tragic, because everyone else fought desperately for survival, while Saitama silently wished for a real challenge. One of the most emotional moments came during the Deep Sea King battle. Heroes fell one after another. People panicked. Moomin Rider stood alone against a monster he knew would destroy him. And still, he fought, not because he believed he could win, because someone had to stand up. That moment reminded Saitama of something important. Strength wasn't what truly defined heroism. Courage did. When Saitama finally defeated the deep-sea king effortlessly, the crowd turned cynical. They assumed the weakened heroes before him deserved no credit, and instead of correcting them, Saitama intentionally allowed himself to look bad, protecting the reputations of the fallen heroes, quietly, without recognition. Because despite his boredom, Saitama still understood what truly mattered. The final arc of Season 1 pushed everything toward chaos. An alien warlord named Boros arrived on Earth, one of the few beings powerful enough to survive more than a single hit. For the first time in years, Saitama experienced something close to excitement. The battle shook entire cities, explosive energy beams, planet-level destruction. Boros fought desperately, driven by the same emptiness haunting Saitama, because overwhelming power isolated both of them. Yet even then, the ending remained inevitable. One serious punch, and the battle ended. But unlike previous enemies, Boros understood something. Saitama had been holding back the entire time. Even his greatest battle wasn't truly difficult. And standing among the destruction afterward, Saitama looked almost disappointed, because despite everything, the emptiness remained. By the end of Season 1, the world still viewed heroes through rankings and popularity. Monsters continued appearing, and Saitama remained trapped between absurd strength and emotional numbness. But slowly, his life had begun changing. Janos stayed beside him. Other heroes started recognizing his character. And somewhere beneath the boredom, Saitama quietly continued helping people, not because it fulfilled him anymore, because deep down, he was still the same man who once stepped forward to save a child while everyone else ran away. And maybe that was the cruelest part of all. The strongest hero alive didn't fear losing. He feared never feeling truly alive again. Because sometimes, the hardest thing to fight isn't a monster. It's the emptiness that appears after you've already achieved everything you ever wanted.